And the message is how to achieve efficiency in partnership with the law firm and the company. Because every time, I think every conversation I've heard, every panel discussion that I've been witness to, it's all about what the company's expectations are, and the law firms are sitting there and they're listening to the expectations and they're taking notes. And quite frankly, what we're missing, there's a piece missing. And the missing piece is, why don't the two work together from the beginning to the end so no one has surprises, so the law firms know what's expected, so the companies get what they want, so they don't have their billing issues that keep coming up and creeping up every 2 minutes, and get the law firms and the companies together and get somebody to facilitate what needs to be done so that they're all in agreement on how to handle the cases from the beginning to the end, so that you don't have all of these issues come up regarding billing, what's happening, whether they're billing too much, how they're billing, what the problems are, why aren't they adhering to the guidelines, things like that. And I want to say that in my experience being on both sides, because I was litigating for a number of years, I was with a defense firm, and I was also with an insurance company for 13 years. So I've seen what happens on both sides, and they want the relationship, but they don't really know how to achieve it. And the message is, how do we maximize the efficiency and the effectiveness of the legal spend and the relationship that goes on between the law firm and the company? Chuck, do you want to add a little bit to that?
No, I think it's right, because, at the end of the day, I think we all start on the same page, right? We're a couple. We got the case, you're glad you got the case, we're glad you got the case, and away we go, and somewhere thereafter, things tend to kind of break down. And, if you go back a few years, you always knew who you're doing business with because you'd met them, right? Or your manager had met them, and it was important for you to meet them. But it wasn't just meeting them, it was having that relationship, so you all sat down on the front end of the case and discussed what it is you needed to do, and then we went about doing it. And it's not that we want to do your job. As the prior panel said, we all have jobs to do. It's the collectively, how do we do our respective jobs better that get us to the outcome they all thought we were going to get when everybody signed up on the case itself. So, those are two really big words because there's such a broad definition and even broader expectations around it. But how do we, get to efficiencies and effectiveness without doing things the way we've done them? Because I think everybody, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but everybody complains about how we tried to manage the balance sheet impacts, right? Whether it's through guidelines, e-billing, all that hocus pocus. But if you really talk honestly about those issues, nobody's terribly happy with them. So how collectively do we fix that?